Well, good evening. My name is Britt Morrell with law firm Kaplan Morrell, and as many of you already know, we represent injured and disabled workers. We've been doing that since 1997, and I've personally been doing it since 1995, and we are doing a series of videos on what happens at MMI. I am sure all the folks that help me with posting these things will be able to give you links down below on the other videos that we have on MMI. You can see, of course, we are a dog-friendly office. Yes, we are. And there are no treats for you. So, we've been talking about maximum medical improvement in a workers' compensation case, and we've been talking about the fact that the doctor will do three things when he or she places you at maximum medical improvement for your work injury. And that is, number one, the doctor is going to assign what are called permanent restrictions. Number two, the doctor is going to give you an impairment rating. And three, the doctor is going to give some opinion as to whether or not you need maintenance care in order to maintain your condition. So what is maintenance care? That's what we're going to talk about today. And hopefully I'll be more interesting than the dog wandering around in the background. But it wouldn't be a video call during COVID without some sort of animal crossing through. Anyway, so in workers' compensation, there are two types of medical care. There's treatment to get to MMI, and then there's treatment after MMI. The treatment to get at MMI is treatment to get you better, to get you back to baseline. So I want you to think, for example, if you were injured on the job, but before you were injured on the job, you could lift 50 pounds, you could run a mile in 6 minutes, you could do 30 push-ups and 20 pull-ups, etc. After the injury, you can barely walk a block, you can barely lift even 5 pounds. And so basically all the king's men, all the king's horses, in this case the workers' compensation doctors, the therapists, the chiropractors, they're going to be throwing a bunch of medical care at you to try to get your condition better. And that's where therapy comes in, that's where work hardening, surgeries, all of those things. What they're trying to do is they're trying to get you from down here up to back to here where you were before you were injured. Once you reach maximum medical improvement, the doctors have basically said you're as good as you can get. And at that point, they're going to say MMI. Now, a lot of folks think, oh my God, that means I don't get any further medical care. Not true. You still get medical care. You still have a right to ongoing medical care, but it's called maintenance care. And maintenance care is for two reasons. Number one is to help maintain your condition, or number two, stop you from getting worse. Weirdly, if the medical care that is being proposed after MMI is only to get you better, you can't get it under maintenance care. But then again, it's the law, and lawyers are weird, and lawyers tend to write the laws. But maintenance care is basically to help you maintain your condition. So the example I use is if you get hit, suffer a horrible head injury, you're in a coma, the doctors do everything they can do to get you better, you're still there, everyone's there at the bedside table. At some point the doctor's going to say, we can't do anything to get you better, we just have to wait and pray. At that point you are at max medical improvement. Now that doesn't mean the insurance company gets to yank all the medical care, throw you out onto the street and watch you die, or aspirate or suffocate. No, they still have to provide you medical care. They still need to provide you physical therapy to exercise your limbs, etc. Same thing for your work injury. So often you might get ongoing prescriptions, sometimes gym memberships, ongoing chiropractic care. You could even need a hardware removal for certain kinds of surgeries, braces, TENS units, all sorts of kind of recommendations are possible from the treating physician. So when you're placed at maximum medical improvement, it's really important that you have that discussion with your authorized treating physician to say, hey, what things would you recommend for me to be able to do to maintain my condition? What medications, gym memberships, chiropractic, TENS units, other sorts of units that will help you. These are really important because the insurance company has to pay for reasonable and necessary maintenance care until it's no longer reasonable, it's no longer necessary, it's no longer related to your work injury. As always, that can depend on the specifics in your case, but it's really important that when you're placed at maximum medical improvement, you have that conversation with your doctor and you continue to get that maintenance care. Very important. Nothing says to the insurance company that you are fine and you don't need care more than you not going and getting the care. As always, your particulars, your situations, if you're an injured worker in Colorado, if you have a loved one in Colorado, please let them know there's an attorney, law firm who does workers' compensation. That's all we do. Sadly, as I tell people, it makes me really good at my job, but very boring at parties. And I would be happy to chat with you. Any of our team would be happy to chat with you. Free consultations. The specifics of your case may vary, and that's why you should talk with us. It's free, it's confidential, and if we do think we can help you, we only charge what's called a contingency fee. As always, thank you ever so much for spending a little bit of your day with me, and we look forward to helping you later. Bye.